So recently, Halle Berry has been doing press for Crime 101 that she's starring with Chris Hemsworth in. And they've been talking a lot recently about Doomsday and Secret Wars and the characters that may or may not be in the movie. And as some people know, like just watching the trailers and stuff, there's going to be a lot of characters in the film, from the X-Men to the Avengers to several like cosmic characters. And a lot of people are trying to figure out if Halle Berry's Storm is going to be in the movie. Now, we've seen characters that have been in the movies or in the trailers, and we've seen actors confirmed from the original X-Men franchise that came back, such as James Marsden, Cyclops, Professor Xavier, Magneto, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, respectively, as Rebecca Romaine's Mystique, Alan Cummings, Nightcrawler, James Marsden's Cyclops. But what we don't have are the other confirmed X-Men characters that we kind of suspect will be in the movie in some capacity, but haven't been confirmed yet. Now, we did have an interview with Chris Claremont, I believe it was. Yeah, Chris Claremont, who said that Jean Grey is confirmed to be back in as Phoenix, which leaves Wolverine and Storm. Now, I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that they're saving Wolverine, of course, for Secret Wars. He may not be in Doomsday, but he may be in Secret Wars. And I think that may be the same case with Halle Berry. And I kind of want to get I kind of want to get your perspective on what you think in the comments below. I'm not trying to feed into the rumor mill and the rumors and stuff like that and all those, speculations and things, but I find it kind of odd that you're bringing in the original X-Men cast who Kevin Feige has worked with in past or before, the MCU or pre-MCU. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen with these characters. This more than likely will be the last time we see them, granted, but I'm more concerned about the aspect of how they're going to be sent off. Now, one thing about the X-Men films that I constantly just get tired of seeing as the original cast come back just to die. Cyclops died in X-Men 3, Phoenix killed him, and then we didn't see him come back until X-Men Days of Future Past. And I'm only speaking strictly about the original cast. I know that they had the younger cast take over after X-Men First Class and then Days of Future Past, and there was X-Men Apocalypse and I think Dark Phoenix, but I'm strictly talking about the original cast. They kill off several characters just for them to come back, and then Wolverine fixed everything at the Wolverine and Professor Xavier fixed everything by the end of X-Men Days of Future Past. But what I want to do is kind of look at the clips. I'm probably gonna have to try to find them throughout, but look at the clips and look at how Halle Berry kind of answers the question, and let me know what you all think in the comments below.
Tomorrow night, do you have any questions?
So what I want to do is kind of look at this clip here. It was one of the late night interviews that she did with Jimmy Fallon. And she tells us that we need to ask Chris Hemsworth why Storm is not in Doomsday.
For me that I should ask him?
You do. I have a question.
Oh, really?
He is gonna not like this, so I just want you to know. But I want you to do me a solid and do it.
Of course I will.
Please ask him this.
For you, anything.
Ask him to tell you why I, Storm, will not be in Doomsday. He knows the answer.
I can't ask him that.
See, and the funny thing is she says he knows the answer.
He knows the answer.
And what people aren't picking up is, she may not be in Doomsday, but remember, there's a part 2.
I'm gonna do it.
To this, and I believe she's going to be in Secret Wars. Now, the reason I say she's going to be in Secret Wars is, now what I find interesting about that clip is the word choices that she uses, and I am under the impression that actors know what they're saying when they say them. Some maybe more than others, but they know what they say when they say them, especially when it comes to comic book movies. She says, ask Chris why I'm not in Doomsday, not why I'm not in Avengers, but why I'm not in Doomsday. If you look and you take that into consideration, there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. Part 2, she's going to be in I want to say it's Avengers Secret Wars. She's going to be in Avengers Secret Wars. And I think that this is the reason why, because the Secret Wars comic that came out in 2015, Doom won, you know, and I'm figuring, and I'm pretty sure that's how the story's going to end after Doomsday. Doom wins, and what he does is he recreates the world in his image, and he creates what is called Battle World. Now in Battle World, he has like this team of this entourage of people that, you know, maintain order within Battle World. Now Battle World had Doctor Strange lead a enforcement group called the Thor Corps. Now the Thor Corps is interesting because what it did was it had different variants of people that are able to either harness Mjolnir or harness some sort of Mjolnir like enchanted weapon. Storm was one of those people. I don't think that Storm is going to be in Doomsday, but I do believe she's going to be in Secret Wars as one of the Thor Corps members. Now, it's interesting because if you know your X-Men history, you know at some point in the X-Men canon or timeline, Storm loses her abilities. She loses her abilities, but still is a member of the X-Men. That's the only family she knows. So she did leave for a little bit, but came back. And that is the family she knows. And there have been many adventures with the Avengers and Thor, particularly that Storm has been noted as, you know, being able to channel lightning. Thor is always impressed by that mindset of, you know, Storm being able to do that. But it's interesting because Loki actually makes a weapon equivalent to Mjolnir for Storm, being the Stormcaster, where she's able to channel lightning and use that offensively, defensively, whatever. But it's interesting that is the choice that they're going to go with. So I feel that we will see Storm in Avengers to some capacity. I just don't think we'll see her in Doomsday. I think that we're going to see her in Secret Wars as a member of the Thor Corps. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. I want to kind of do a more in-depth video about Storm losing her abilities and using Stormcaster. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If my opinion is stupid, let me know. I am willing to take that feedback. I understand that there are multiple rumors and stuff going around about this movie, but I just really would be interested to know what you all think in the comments below. But I've been out. Thank you.